here with our Hillside Homestead, and today I just wanted to go over with you my experience at the Homeschool Convention, and then a little bit what we have going on for homeschool this year, or for at least the first half of this year in our home. So at the Homeschool Convention, I went with Rachel, who's my dear friend and my neighbor, with Guns, Goats, and Glory. We went to this great seminar, which anything I'm telling you about the seminars, I'm going to put in the description below, because I can't remember their names, or I know their names, but it might mix them up, and I don't want to confuse you. So I'll put their blogs in my description below. So the first seminar was on motivating your children to learn. I actually took several notes from that particular seminar because this woman was so amazing. I have 1, 2, 3. I mean, look at all these notes from that one seminar. Oh, it's crazy. But just a little bit about what she talked about was motivation versus manipulation. So she pretty much just taught us that you want to motivate your children, and so they have self-control and using their curiosity to feed them with knowledge, versus manipulating them, such as, if you do this, you will get this, and if you don't do this, this is your punishment. Okay? And it was an hour-long seminar. She suggested some good books that I'll put in the description, and just being in her seminar motivated me. So I can only imagine using her tools and putting those tools in my tool belt can help motivate the children during homeschool. What else? Oh my goodness. Okay, so my favorite part of the Homeschool Convention is this area they have, and it was homeschoolers from about age 10 or 11 up to 18 selling their own items. Okay, so there were aprons that were sewn by kids, dog leashes, dog collars, chapsticks, soaps, and then my favorite part, where there were about 4 or 5 homeschoolers that have books that are actually published. And I bought one of those books from Melody Jackson. Okay, this book was bought for Gage, Dragon's Bane. This is the first of a 3-series set. Okay, so she has 3 books published, and she's a homeschooler. She signed it for Gage. He's excited to start reading this. I also bought a book for Caden, and Chuck Black, the author, was there from Night's Dawn. He signed that for Caden. This is the first book of a 6-series set. There's a game and swords that go with it, but like we explained to the children, once Kate and Gage and our neighbor Chain are done with this series, and they have the knowledge of what's in these books, then we will purchase the game for them so that they can play it together. Okay? I was excited. Fix-It Grammar was there, which, had I known they were going to be there, I wouldn't have ordered online, because I could have left with it yesterday, because I actually, in my lesson plans, all the Fix-It Grammar stuff is there, but I don't have what pages they'll be doing. And it would have just been nice. I could have completed that this weekend, but that's okay, because it's due to be here Monday, and that's just 2 days away. No big deal. So I got a lot out of the Homeschool Convention. Rachel and I also went to a math game seminar. We didn't stay for the entire seminar, because pretty much it was just her going through all the games they have and the rules to those games and how many players it could be. And she said all of it was on their website, and they had a booth there. So Rachel and I just snuck out, went to the booth, checked out their prices, and then got the website information, because we just felt that we could use that extra time to walk through the convention. And then the last seminar we went to was 6 Keys to Guarding Your Daughter's Heart, and it was more geared towards fathers. So we took lots of notes for Jeremy and Patrick. But there was some really useful information in that seminar for mothers as well, and they have written some really good books that I would like to purchase and read. Are you okay? Do you need a kiss? Do you want me to pause this? Okay, hold on just a moment. Okay, thank you. So enough with the convention, and let's talk a little bit about our school year. This is a binder I made. I can't tell you where I got every single page from, because I follow so many bloggers with free printables that it'd be too overwhelming to go back and find where I got each one. So this one is Mom's Master Binder cover, and I do plan on coloring this in throughout the school year. Now the first page I have, I don't need to have because my state doesn't require attendance. The reason that I do attendance is for my own personal use. I'm a very visual person, and we do a 4-day-a-week school schedule, so Monday through Thursday. And so if one of the kids is sick and I haven't marked and they're sick for a certain amount of days, I can go back and see what they missed, and we can use Friday, Saturday, Sunday as makeup days if needed, and I can just see it, and that's better for me. Okay, my next page is August, when we're starting school. Okay, as you can see here, we were originally going to start off school August 7th. My 10-year-old Gage came to me and said, I don't like to start off the school year on a Monday, Mom, that's horrible. I'd rather start on a Wednesday and have a little break. And so I told him, well, let me think about this, because I had already started my lesson plans. So I thought about it, and I did decide that we will start school Wednesday the 2nd, because he's correct. Who wants to start school on a Monday and go through that whole week and drag it out? We'll do a slow start. So we'll start the first day of school on the 2nd. We'll talk about what they'll have to look forward to throughout the first part of the year. I'll let them organize their cubbies. They can help me decorate. There's some things that we'll still need to decorate and get out and put together. And then day 2, we can do bio poems. We'll do a quick sign language review, just a refresher of what we were working on last year and a little bit this summer that we touched on. So we'll do that. And then also I have some flashcards, and I'll just start them out. Well, where did they go? It's these. I have lots of flashcards, but I'm talking about these flashcards from a farmhouseful.com. She has a YouTube page and a blog, and these flashcards are by week. So this one I should have wrote on before I laminated, but I'll use a permanent marker. So the first week is what's your address and your phone numbers, okay? This is something my oldest son, Caden, has memorized, and this is where I can utilize Caden as my assistant to help with the younger kids to remember their address and their phone number, okay? Well, Gage knows the phone number, but he doesn't have the address memorized. Week 2, these are just basic things that they've learned, but we're going to reiterate throughout the year because sometimes we just forget them. What are the 7 continents and 5 oceans? Okay, and this is week 2. And these are just your basic state capitals and locations. Tell me about the judicial branch. All sorts of things. What is the definition of a noun, pronoun, and verb? So these are just things to kind of keep them going throughout the year, stuff they've most likely learned. Maybe Ella hasn't learned yet, and maybe she won't retain it all because she's a first grader, if you're talking public school, and that's okay, but she'll still hear it and absorb some of it. Okay, so that was that. And then I decided that it's better for me for each kid to have a weekly plan. So it just says up here what week it is and what student it is. Some of the things the kids do, they do individually. Some of them we do as a group, and even some of our group projects have individualized assignments in there for each student, okay? So this is just to help me keep track of that. As you can see, Mondays and Tuesdays, they have a morning schedule and then a free time break, and we have an evening schedule, okay? And then Wednesdays and Thursdays, we start off our morning, and then we have lunch from 11 to 11:45, and we want to end our day by 1:15. Now, we still do read alouds every night at 7 p.m., and that's Monday through Sunday. So some things that we're doing, obviously they have their reading